Alrighty, what's up YouTube, it's Jay here. I'm back, I'm feeling better. I feel more motivated to make videos again now that I'm not dying. Yeah, we're all good over here, man. I'm gonna want to take this video I wanted to use this video to kind of take a look at all the new stuff that's been added to Master Duel. So many things have been added over the last few days that I just have not had the energy to play or even really try out. We got the new Limit 1 festival that's here. We have a new set of rewards with the Duel Pass and a whole bunch of other stuff. So let's kind of take a look through everything really quick and just see what we got. I know we had some new packs added, so we're just gonna go down the list of things they've got here pretty much. I do know we've got a bunch of, we got a lot of red markers everywhere. We've got a new Duel Pass. Let's take a look at this Duel Pass real quick. Well, this doesn't actually tell us anything. We do get a new Scapegoat token. It looks like we get a new icon for Avermax, which is also really cool too. Up to 800 gems and 120 crafting points in Ultra Rare. All right, so we did get some new icons. We got one for True King of All Calamities. We got a Desolate Temple, which actually looks really, really cool. Actually, I love the dual feels in this game a lot. They always look so good. We don't really have anything new here with the structures deck aside from the Cybernetic Successor. I think this was out when I made my last Master Duel video anyway. Nothing too special with that. And then we did get the Valiant Wings pack, which included all the Exo Sister stuff, Magistus, and some new rocket cards. Like, what is this card called? Boroko Dragon? So, you know, I've heard that the Exo Sister cards are not that good, unfortunately. But I know that they're missing a lot of their major support that we got recently in Dimension of Chaos. So I don't really have too many expectations out of them. I do plan on building the deck, though. I like the premise of the deck a lot. And I own like 80 or 90% of the cards IRL, so I'm probably going to build that deck IRL too. We did also get some of the agent cards that we got recently in Ghost. I think it was Ghost from the Past too. Yeah, we got a lot of the agent cards as well, which is kind of nice. I don't know how this deck functions, but I'm going to maybe try it out in the future. And I'm actually pretty certain that's most of that stuff. It says we also got a new solo mode. It's all right. So I did already start this one. Worshippers of the Sacred Phoenix is just the Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys, that whole little mini archetype and whatnot. I've made progress with that. Now, let's talk about the Limit 1 Festival. It's actually active right now, and I want to take a look at the ban list. I think we can take a look at that right now. You gotta click through so much to get to it, pretty much. I'm pretty certain they banned a lot of stuff for this particular event, just to make it not stupid. Like all the Draco Slayer stuff is banned, all the Zodiac stuff is, a lot of the major Zodiac cards are gone. You don't have Crystal Needle Fiber, Union Carrier, Fusion Destiny. Verte, wow, they banned a lot of stuff actually, which is kind of nice. I got tired of playing True Dracos at every waking moment with every major event. I tried it once and I felt like a degenerate, so I stopped doing it. This is kind of funny looking at this though. Aside from all those banned cards, everything else is at 1, you know. This looks so funny looking at it. We got Gokibor at 1 and Giant Flea. All right, I have a soft spot for the older Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I don't know why. I like the simplicity of the designs, all these old cards. I don't know why. And it might be because of the music in this game too, but it just gives me, it makes me think of Duelist of the Roses, Forbidden Memories, all those classic games. I love looking at these old cards sometimes. But yeah, aside from everything that's banned here, pretty much all that stuff that's limited is usable in the Limit 1 format. Let's take a look at some of the decks. So we do have a rocket focused deck, which I'm gonna assume follows a pretty straightforward rocket strategy, I guess. I did take a brief look at most of these. Why did they include Archfiend Eccentric in every single one? It's so weird. Of all the cards they're gonna put in this deck, they put Archfiend Eccentric. But I do think it's cool that we got all the Revolver Trap cards, you know, Magic Cylinder, Mirror Force, Magic Cylinders, and Mirror Force Launcher. You know, of course we got Ice Dragon's Prison. That's such a fun card to play against. But I think, since I don't really have a deck prep for this, we're gonna try using this deck, maybe. I feel like it'll be worth it, so we'll set this as the deck we're gonna use. And then the other ones, what do we have? We have the All-Seeing Reptilian Eye and Stargazing Fairies. I don't think this is gonna work. We got one Shine Ball. I'm pretty confident that's not gonna work very well. I mean, I might give it a try just for the fun. I don't know what the end goal of the deck would be. I don't even know how regular ancients or agents rather. I don't even know how regular agent decks work. Let alone the fact that we only have one shine ball, which is very crucial to the whole agent strategy to begin with. And then this deck is I don't know what this deck is. It's like they took every reptile in the game and just slapped it into a deck. I forgot the reptilians were even an archetype. Is this even playable? I legitimately do not think this is even playable. Well, I know a deck I'm not. I'm gonna have to make a video on this, aren't I? All right, let me know if you guys want to see me make a video on the Reptilian Eye deck. I don't know how I feel about this one, but looking over all the cards in it, it doesn't look very good. It does not look very good, but that looks like that's gonna be pretty much the deck. The decks and everything that are gonna be here for this event. You do get some here's the reward list for everything too. Obviously our good old legacy pack tickets, you just gotta love those, man. A shard of greed, you get that for a little pet, I think. Yeah, a little mate. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for that. I don't think there's really too much else to kind of go over in the game currently. We definitely do need a new ban list. I completely am on board with that idea. Way too many degenerate shenanigans in this game now that make it just kind of unfun, in my opinion. And then really quick, I wanted to talk about these cards right here. So with the new set, I think it's called Darkwing Blast, I want to say that's the name of the set. A bunch of new Draco Slayer cards are coming that are Pendulum monsters as well, which is really, really cool. I've always been a big fan. I've been a long time fan of Pendulum monsters. But now that we're also getting new Draco Slayer support, the effects of these cards are nuts. And if you haven't seen them yet, you should. So let's take a look at these really quick. So we've got Ryukenshin Ignis Phoenix. That sounds so cool. The Ignis Phoenix, the Draco Slayer. These are all based off of the Draco, the True Draco cards, which is really cool. He's a fire level 4 warrior pendulum effect monster, which means he's searchable by Rhoda with 1700 attack, 1900 defense. His pendulum scale is 7. His pendulum effect. You can only use the pendulum effect of this card's name once per turn. During your main phase, you can shuffle one face-up pendulum monster from your extra deck into the deck, then add one Draco Slayer or Ignite monster from your deck to your hand, except a pendulum monster. That's an incredible pendulum effect, if you ask me. That's a really easy one. Just shuffle a face-up pendulum monster, any pendulum monster from your extra deck, to get a free search. That's a really good card. I wonder if they're gonna finally take Draco face off of the ban list. I hope so. This card is always treated as an Ignite card. So yeah, like the Draco Slayer, like extra deck monsters have always been combinations of Luster Pendulum and another archetype. Like we've had Ignister be a combination of Ignite and Luster Pendulum. The Fusion or Dinoster is a combination of Luster Pendulum and Dynamis cards, etc., etc. So always that's so cool to me. You can only use this monster effect. You can only use the monster effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one Draco Slayer or Ignite monster from your deck. And if you do, it's treated as a tuner. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect on the field, that includes its Pendulum Zone. So while in its Pendulum Zone, obviously its Pendulum effect is primary. This is the only way you can activate the Pendulum Zone. If this card is destroyed, it still gets its monster effect because it's no longer in the Pendulum Zone. It's gonna get this effect. So that's incredible. Yeah, so this is a combination of apparently Ignis Heat, the True Draco Warrior, and Ignition Phoenix. What is Ignition Phoenix? It's a spell card. All right. The next one we've got is Majesty Pegasus, the Draco Slayer. So this is a combination of Majesty Maiden, the True Draco Caster, and Majesty's Pegasus. Pendulum Scale 2, or let's read over this first. Level 4 Wind, Spellcaster Pendulum Effect Monster. This being a Spellcaster is going to be so good in so many different Pendulum decks. And by so many, I mean maybe 3 Magispectors, Endymion, and then Pendulum Magician, obviously. 15/15, Scale 2, Pendulum Effect. You can only use the Pendulum Effect of this card's name once per turn. If you have a Draco Slayer or Magispector card in your other Pendulum Zone, you can add one Draco Slayer Pendulum Monster with a different original name from your deck. Then you can destroy, that's optional. So you can do all this searching without destroying something. Then you can destroy one card in your Pendulum Zone. That's gonna be so good in so many different decks. Now granted, this works specifically better with the Draco Slayer or Magispector monsters, or rather it only works with them. You can't really use it to pop like a double Iris or anything, but that's still really good. Especially for our Ignis boy up here, that's gonna work so well. Monster effect, this card is always treated as a Magispector card. You can only use the second monster effect this card saves once per turn. Quick effect, you can discard this card until the end of this turn. Your opponent cannot target Draco Slayer monsters you control with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. If this card is Pendulum Summoned or Special Summoned by a Draco Slayer card effect, you can add one field spell from your deck to your hand to discard one card. Any field spell in the game can be searched by this card. Also, it just looks so cool. She's got horse legs. It's cool. Any field spell is searchable by this card. That's incredible stuff, man. Incredible stuff. Then we've got Dynamite Power Load, the Draco Slayer. Level 4 Water Machine Pendulum, 1718, scale 6 Pendulum Effect. You can only use this, the Pendulum Effect of this card save once per turn. Target one Draco Slayer monster or Dynamis, one Draco Slayer or Dynamis card in your other Pendulum Zone, summon it. You set a high level scale, and you can just summon it, man. You can only use this, it's always treated as a Dynamis card, obviously. You can only use the monster effect this card saves once per turn. If this card is tributed, you can add one face-up Draco Slayer or Dynamis Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand, except Dynamite Power Load, the Draco Slayer. This appears to be a combination of Dynamite, the true Draco Fighter, and Dynamic Power Load. So, yeah, this card's kind of whatever. It's not like it's not the best one out of the trio, in my opinion, but it still kind of falls into their overall strategy. Adding and searching things based off of Draco Slayer or another archetype, it's still kind of cool to me. And then we've got Dragonic Pendulum. Instead of like Dragonic Diagram, we got Dragonic Pendulum. That's so cool. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's aim once per turn each. All Draco Slayer monsters, they gain 300 attack defense. So this is literally our Dragonic Diagram. If a Draco Slayer monster you control activates its effect, you can target one card on the field and destroy it. If a Draco Slayer monster. So who do we have that are dragons? This is a machine, this is a spellcaster, this is a warrior. Interesting. If this card on the field is destroyed, you can take one Draco Slayer or Draco Overlord monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it. Note, this card is referencing their Dragonic Diagram. Yep. Dragonic Diagram, Dragonic Pendulum. Watch them turn out to all be commons. And so to finish off this video, pretty much, we're going to talk about the one true boss monster of the regular true Draco Slayer's masterpiece. Not the other masterpiece, the true Draco Slaying King, but this masterpiece. I wonder if we'll get another retrain of this card. Cannot be normal summon to 7. Must be special summon from your hand by tributing one Draco Slayer monster and one Draco Overlord monster. Cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated, you can negate that activation and destroy that card. This card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card. By battle or card effect, you can special summon one Draco Slayer monster and one Draco Overlord. So I wonder how this card's going to really factor into the whole strategy, but I thought it would be worth bringing up and mentioning because it's going to be, you know, probably useful in Draco builds now. I don't know what kind of builds people are going to make, but I'm looking forward to it, man. So yeah, thank you for all the support, everybody. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more gaming content. It's been a wild ride this last week, and I really appreciate all the love and support. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.